Welcome to Food Fights, and today we're going to be comparing these two brands of chocolate donuts. On the left, weighing in at 10.75 ounces, is Hostess Donettes Frosted Mini Donuts. And on the right, weighing in at 8.62 ounces, is Little Debbie Mini Chocolate Donuts. You know, most days I really enjoy doing these videos, but then there's those other days where I just really enjoy doing these videos. And this happens to be one of those days. Who in the world doesn't like chocolate donuts? So I'm really looking forward to this video because I haven't had little chocolate donuts in a long time. I didn't realize until just now that these happen to be chocolate cake donuts. I just assumed they were the, I guess, yellow cake donut like the Hostess are, but I didn't know that Little Debbie made these. So this is what I've got. So this is what I'm gonna have to compare these two. I have had the Hostess mini chocolate donuts, and I've also had the Little Debbie little chocolate donuts, and both of these are really good. I don't know which one is gonna be better than the other, if there is gonna be anything better than the other, but I've never had the ones with the chocolate cake on the inside. So the packaging on both of these is really good. I'm gonna actually have to say that I like the Little Debbie packaging a whole lot more. It's a whole lot more colorful, and there's chocolate splashing all over the place. So what could be wrong with that? Normally I would show the ingredients. I'll show you really quick if anybody's interested. But hey, they're little chocolate donuts, and when we're talking little donuts, it really doesn't make any difference what these things are made out of because these things are just delicious. Whether you think these things are good for you, bad for you, or otherwise, it doesn't matter. They're freaking donuts, all right? So I bought both of these today at my local Dollar General store. And for the Hostess Donettes, I paid $2 for this package, and that works out to 18 cents an ounce. So for the Little Debbie mini double chocolate donuts, I also paid $2 for this package, but that works out to 23 cents an ounce. So obviously the better value is the Hostess Donettes. But despite the packaging, the price, and everything else, what's most important is what's inside these packages. So I say we open up and see just what is inside these packages. And both of these have got this nice reclosable package. I really like that about these donuts. You got that little fold tabs that help lock down the package after it's opened. So let's open up these Hostess and see what we've got. Yes, indeed, those are little chocolate donuts. All's right with the world, isn't it? All right, let's open up Little Debbie and see what she has in store for us. Yeah, those two are little chocolate donuts, but as you can see, the chocolate's kind of melted around. It is a hot day today, and maybe that had something to do with it in the trip in the car. Maybe they just got too hot. I don't know. The Hostess seemed like they survived pretty well the higher temperatures. The Little Debbie got a little melty, but I really don't think that's going to affect the flavor of any of these donuts. So let's pull out one of the Hostess and see what we got here. And that looks like a little chocolate donut, or just a little bit of heaven, I would say. And look at that. It actually looks a bit dry on the inside. I'm not too excited about that, but it looks good. And let's pull out a Little Debbie chocolate donut and see what that looks like. And that really looks about the same. Let's crack that open. And that seems, actually that seems to be just a little bit more moist on the inside, but not a whole lot of difference other than it being chocolate on the inside. Yeah, they look very similar. It looks like the Hostess might be a little bit darker, and actually it's a little bit bigger of a donut. I think you can see that. So yeah, there's a slight difference there. Whether it's uniform throughout all the donuts, I don't know. As always, like I say, what's most important is how these things taste. So let's try the Hostess and see how this tastes. It's good. Yeah, it's definitely good, but it's a little on the dry side. It's not as fresh as I think these should be. I just bought these, so they should be fresh. If they're not, I suppose that's up to Hostess or the store. But yeah, it's good. I'm not raving about it. Yeah, it's good. It's not as fresh as I'd like it to be. All right, let's try the Little Debbie and see how this is. Definitely a fresher, softer donut, a more moist donut. Just from that alone, the Little Debbie is much fresher, much more moist than what the Hostess is. Taste-wise, I'm really not getting a whole lot of a chocolate flavor from inside that donut there. Taste-wise, there's not really a whole lot of difference between the two. Certainly, fresh-wise, there's a huge difference between the two. So I'm going to try the Hostess one more time and see how that tastes. It's good. I can certainly taste a bit more vanilla probably in the cake than what I am in the Little Debbie. It's a really good flavor. I'm going to try the Little Debbie again and see if I can get more of a chocolate flavor out of this, see if I'm missing anything. So let's try the Little Debbie one more time. That really is good. And I think you can see the chocolate is melting faster on the Little Debbie than it was on the Hostess. Yeah, the Little Debbie is just far superior when it comes to freshness and when it comes to moisture content of that donut. So taste-wise, I'd say they're really the same. And I'm not really tasting a whole lot of chocolate of the inside of that donut. I can certainly taste the chocolate on the outside, but I guess in the future I'm going to have to compare the regular chocolate donuts from Little Debbie to these double chocolate donuts. So that's going to be interesting. But taste-wise, I'm going to say they're both equally as good, but certainly the Little Debbie is fresher. So, looking at my fingers, you'd think I just got done overhauling an engine, but in fact, I just got done eating some little chocolate donuts. So, I'm feeling pretty darn good right now. Both of these donuts were really, really good. The taste of the Hostess were very good. I do like the yellow cake on the inside, and the chocolate is very good. And the Little Debbie, they were much more moist, but I really wasn't getting a whole lot of chocolate flavor. Not much difference cake-wise between the two donuts. I was surprised by that. But we do have a winner here, and I think you know where I'm going. The definite winner here is Little Debbie. They are just so much more fresh. The cake is so much more moist than what the Hostess is. Even though the Little Debbie is more expensive by weight or per ounce, it's still a better value because this is many times better than the Hostess. They're both really, really good, and you would think Little Debbie would be the budget donut, but in this case, Hostess is the budget donut. But for a quality donut, oh my gosh, the Little Debbie is definitely the way to go. So thank you for watching Food Fights, and please subscribe so we can go through the drudgery of trying it before you have to buy it. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.